Pisinduan ko pisanangan. So I was very excited to participate. I know the organizers quite well, and I see this as a wonderful opportunity because the thing is, it's very different compared to a lot of the other indigenous festivals that exist in Sabah and Sarawak that very much focus on just on the culture and the presentation of the culture. But now we are coming into a different era of being indigenous artists because we are also trying to be leaders in just like the culture and the creative industry. So daripada macam dulu kan in terms of like the arts managers or the festival directors, it's always orang luar saja. When it comes to the Kamatan and Gawai ads, even until today, the problem is that most of them every year are actually produced by KL production companies. We want to be able to say as East Malaysians, as Borneans, as indigenous people, that we should be the leaders of our own stories. But that doesn't mean that we want to just be trapped in our own cocoon or just like be insular and not work with orang who are not indigenous. So IXF is actually set up in such a way where they are inviting people who are indigenous but also allies of indigenous people to come together to talk about, a fair representation and meaningful collaboration. Because in the past, it's always been, not even in the past actually, even until today, the issue with a lot of just like the mainstream representation of indigenous people is not led by indigenous people. So I really admire IXF and what it stands for in terms of how it's trying to get indigenous storytelling representation, but also, the inevitable industrialization and commercialization of stories into a new era. Being part of the Indigenous Exchange Festival means a lot to me because I didn't realize until they had invited me to be part of the program that my production company, Telan Bulan Films, has been around for 10 years. It feels like it's happened in the blink of an eye. So it was just such an honor to be here to screen my short films and my previous works, but also to share with them the trailer for my debut feature film, which is coming called Ballad of the Half Boy, or called Tangan Tagayo Do Sampapas. So it's a very welcoming audience that understands the work, and we all want to see each other thrive. So what I'm hoping coming out of this festival is to make new connections with like-minded people who are not just going to see indigenous film or art as just products, our merchandise, but that each little piece is playing a part in just helping us to revive our languages, our stories, our heritage, but also, most of all, give confidence to the next generation that they have a place in reviving their indigenous heritage too.